Like, it looks darker and dingier than the other ones, and that's saying a lot if you've seen the Hellraiser movie, the first two at least. We are going to be talking about Hellraiser, the new Hulu Hellraiser that just got its first trailer yesterday. I have actually seen it. I've seen it once, and Nick, you've seen it too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to play this trailer for you guys real quick so you guys can see it, and then we will discuss it. So here is the new trailer for Hellraiser, well, Hulu's Hellraiser.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's really nice.
You can hold it.
What is it?
It's a puzzle. And it's almost finished. Keep going.
So if I solve it, do I get a prize?
I do.
What's your deal? It has 6 sides, 6 configurations. It opens up and it cuts you. And then they come to collect.
It's time. Greater delights await. We wish to see you proceed. Feed it. Their blood. Their pain. All for us. What is it you pray for?
Alrighty, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Hellraiser, Hulu, or Hulu's Hellraiser, reboot, or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in first and just say, I like Hellraiser 2 more than Hellraiser 1. Everything past Hellraiser 2, I saw 1 or 2 of them, but I didn't really go down that rabbit hole that Hellraiser goes with, because they get crazy. But Hellraiser 1 I thought was cool. It was fine. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it was like really fucking dirty. I don't know. I didn't care for it as much. It didn't resonate with me as much. Hellraiser 2 I always really liked. Hellbound, I think, or whatever it's called. But I liked that as a kid. Still do till this day. This looks really fucking cool. I was not looking forward to this. I mean, I wasn't not looking forward to it, but I wasn't like excited. I was just like, okay, it's coming. After seeing this trailer, yeah, man, this looks really fucking cool overall. I'm kind of excited about this on October 8th or whenever it is. I think it said October 8th or 7th when it comes out. Yeah. I'm excited about this. What about you, Nick?
I am, because one, they're keeping to the feel and heart of what Hellraiser is as a property, and I feel like that this movie that's being put out really feels authentic. It looks gory, it looks violent, it looks like it has a really cool idea with the I can't remember what the box is called. What is it called? People,
puzzle box?
Is that what the puzzle box is?
Yeah, the puzzle box is that little box thing he's got. It's got different configurations.
Right, but it's always been called I thought it was called like something specific, but
well, when it's in its box form, I know that's the Lament. I think
Okay.
that's what it's called, Lament configuration. But it changes shapes, and that is at least to a degree in the other versions. But in this version, it looks like they're kind of going a lot more into that.
Okay. I mean, it has like an interesting shape, like when you see it for the first time in the trailer. But I like the fact that it's not going. It's similar in feel to the original Hellraiser and Hellbound, but it's adding some like cool new like Cenobites, I guess you could say, which is really cool. It has some new kind of ideas being presented, because we saw that picture a couple weeks back or a few weeks back of that one Cenobite, which I thought
The
you and I
face,
both thought was,
I think is what they
yeah,
called it.
yeah, it had like a weird kind of toyish like wood
Yeah.
body or what. It was really crazy, but I think if like, you know, for instance, Prey, which came out, which was a remake or was a sequel or whatever, or a reboot, or whatever,
Prequel.
of the prequel, yeah, thank you, prequel of the Predator series. If they can take this and kind of make it feel like it's make it feel like the Hellbound Heart, the Clive Barker property, but also do something a little bit different, I think it could be like a really cool thing. And you know, it's going to be R-rated. It's going to be, you know, very violent, and it should have been in theaters. This is once again another reason why is Hulu getting all these cool properties and it's not coming to theaters. Like Prey would have been awesome in the theaters.
I feel like a lot of these were done. A lot of these deals were struck during the pandemic,
yeah, probably.
and people were not seeing their hand be on their face or whatever they call it, and they were just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we're in a pandemic. We'll put it on your property or on
Yeah,
your
exactly.
service." But I'm with you. I think that this looks fantastic. I think the cinematography, at least in the trailer, looked great. The overall look of it was just what I wanted, what I want from this type of movie. Jamie Clayton, which is who I'm going to say the young woman who's playing Pinhead. I know that Jamie Clayton is a trans person. I'm not 100% sure if Jamie Clayton is a male or female now, so I'm not being disrespectful in that way. Whatever Jamie Clayton wants to be called, I'm more than willing to call you that. But Jamie Clayton
Looks creepy. Yeah.
looks more feminine, I will say that, in this role, but still looks like Pinhead. Sounds great. Now, I did hear a while back they were saying that the voice of Pinhead, apparently the guy Doug Bradley, I think was his name, who played Pinhead for most of the movies up to this point, with the exception of like the last one or two, they used to do some work to his voice to get it to be all booming the way it is, and they said, "Oh, we're not doing anything to her voice." Yeah, they did, or at least in the trailer they did. That is not. I mean, that may be her voice. There's something going on there.
Oh
That
yeah,
is-
no, they did a fucking Batman on it. They modulated her voice.
Yeah, they did some type of pass on it. That's not a regular human voice, but it's not as, I will say, it's not as big and booming as his was, but it still sounded very menacing, and I loved it. I really, really like how this movie looks. It looks really fucking creepy. I like how they explained some of what's going on. It sounds like in this one, there's a part where it showed the book or a book, and they had like all the different configurations of the puzzle box. And the first one was the lament configuration, and then I know about that configuration, and I didn't know about a configuration. I know the Leviathan, which it looks like that's the last one. That's where they're trying to get to. That's where I know the Leviathan. I don't know all the stuff about Hellraiser, but I know the Leviathan is like this creature that if you get an audience with, you get a wish granted or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's something along those lines. And it sounds like that this guy who looks like the rich guy who owns this thing, like when you mess with the box, it makes you bleed, and whoever's blood it takes, that's who the Cenobites come for. And it sounds like he's getting other people to do it so that he can get it to that configuration and go and get this, I assume, to the Leviathan or whatever, which is really cool. I like that idea, because some of the other Hellraiser movie, or the other two Hellraiser movies, they were a little bit more. They had story, of course, but from what I remember about them, they were a little bit less like having some overarching story like that, and it was more just, oh shit, this is happening, survive. Just fucking survive these hellbound creatures that are coming. So I think that's really cool that I was able to pick up on the basic story from the trailer, even though at the same time, it didn't show too much to where everything was ruined. It just gave me a vibe of like, this looks really fucking cool. I'm loving this imagery. I like the way the Cenobites look. It did not look cheap. I'm with you. This looked like a theater movie. It did not look like a streaming movie, whatever that is. It looked like something that should be in theaters. I mean, we'll find out.
Right. No, I was gonna say Hulu's been putting out some good horror films this year. They put out this. They put out, I guess, Prey's a little bit of a horror film. Fresh, they put out no.
Oh, Fresh was so good.
Yeah, Fresh. Yeah. So they've been putting out some pretty decent horror films this year.
Yeah, and I'd say Prey is monster movie. I mean, it's horror. It's more action, but still, it's
Yeah.
Predator's always kind of been a monster movie, action horror-ish. But yeah, this looks, and it has a really cool horror vibe. I think there's going to be some nasty ass violence, which Hellraiser's known for, and just like a really creepy vibe and scary. The Cenobites that we saw that masked character they were talking about. It looked like it had like a human's face, but it wasn't on someone's face. Like it was on top. I don't know, but that looked creepy. Like I said, Pinhead looked great. Jamie Clayton as Pinhead looked really good. It looked like, I think they call him Chatterbox or the Chatterer or something like that. He's in the other ones.
Yeah.
He's got like his teeth, his lips pulled back, and he kind of does that chatter thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I caught a glimpse of him or in the trailer, so that's cool to see some of the old Cenobites coming back besides just Pinhead. So yeah, just overall, man, this looked. I know that's probably not as much introspective as some people want because I'm not as versed on Hellraiser. I've seen them, but I'm not like a diehard super fan of Hellraiser. I love Clive Barker, but Hellraiser I just don't have as much to say about. But I'm excited about this movie. I was not excited before I saw this trailer. I was just like, I'd report on it. I was like, oh yeah, it's coming. It could be good. Now after seeing the trailer, I'm like, yes, I want more of this. This looks awesome. I really want to see this. I'm excited about it. And it is based on the book that Clive Barker wrote, Hellbound Heart. But it's not supposed to be a direct remake. They said that that they don't want to remake it because it's already been made perfect. So I like that train of thought. Hey man, I'm down. I'm cool with it. I heard somebody say something about it in one of the stories. I don't know if it was one of the later movies that a house took on some of the characteristics of the box. Like as you change the box, it changes the house. And there is a part, a couple of parts in the trailer where you see doors and things like that open and close, and the house not necessarily moves when things are happening. So I wonder if maybe that'll be worked into it. I don't know, but I'm excited about this. That's for damn sure. I know I've already said that, but that's the best I can say is coming from someone who says, yeah, I liked Hellraiser, but I wouldn't call myself a Hellraiser fan. This gets me excited, and I'm really happy to see some really something this interesting coming out. And I mean, it sounds like you're looking forward to it as well.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I can't wait.
All right, well, I mean, I know that's probably not as much detail as some people were wanting for this trailer reaction, but that is my reaction. I was just I'm excited to see this fucking movie, man. I mean,
well, no, I was gonna say that really the only things you need to the only details you need to know is, does the movie look gory? Does the movie look entertaining? Does it look like it has a fun vibe to the Clive Barker property? I honestly, if the story sucks, if like the visuals and quality, or like for instance, Wishmasters was a shitty movie, but at least it was an entertaining movie. So that's all I want. I don't care if it's shitty or not. If it's entertaining and gives us good violent moments,
yeah. It also somehow looked darker than the other ones or the other two, which they're really fucking dark movies, but it just somehow looked darker in tone and just the way it looked. I don't mean like in a negative way. It looked like the cinematography from what I saw, the rest of the movie could look like shit, or what they showed looked great. Like it looks darker and dingier than the other ones, and that's saying a lot if you've seen the Hellraiser movie, the first two at least. So this looks fantastic. This is how you do it, at least from the trailer. This is how you do it. I really hope that this movie lives up to the trailer, and I will definitely be watching this on October 8th or 7th, whatever day it was it came out. I missed that. But when it comes out, I'll definitely be watching it, and I will give my thoughts here on the channel. So you guys let us know. We're into it. We're digging it. We're looking forward to it. Are you a huge Hellraiser fan? Are you looking forward to this remake? Or are you not a fan? But this looked cool? Just let us know what you thought of this trailer in the comments below.